Hello everyone, Saji, how you guys doing? Okay, wow, this chapter. What an info dump! Despite this chapter being very heavy with exposition, we learned surprisingly little that is new, because most of what is supposed to be new, we've already guessed or theorized about. So yeah, in a way, most of this chapter is just confirmation of stuff we have guessed at. But still, one or two new items that were brought up were really interesting and could actually have an impact on future stuff. But anyway, let's jump into it. First, the cover.
Zoro and Sanji are... I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they had a fight. Maybe they were sparring and then they knocked each other out.
I guess this is just Oda's way of saying, look, give it up. Sanji and Zoro are on the same level, strength-wise. Even though Zoro has been having a much better showing. Seriously, give Sanji a chance. Just saying, come on. But anyway, yeah, we're back to the reader-requested cover stories. Let's see what interesting stuff comes up next. Okay, on to the chapter.
One Piece, chapter 920. I love Odin.
So we start right after the reveal at the end of the last chapter. Yes, they all came from the past. But even that was mostly used in this chapter as a framework to tell Odin's life story. And as the chapter title says, everybody loves the guy. So what's up with everyone hating him today?
Okay, so Odin was just that popular back then. What happened?
Anyway, Odin was the son of the shogun at the time, Kozeki Sukiyaki. And sukiyaki is also another type of food, just like Odin is. So yeah, we're going to be seeing this kind of theme names in this arc a lot. Probably not to the extent of Whole Cake, but yeah, we're going to be seeing it a lot. And it seems as a young man, he was quite the ruffian. So bad, in fact, they kicked him out of the capital, because, yeah, he just wasn't cultured enough.
Okay, I'm looking at his hair.
And back then, Kuri was actually a wasteland, an area for scum and villainy. And the dude just walked in and tamed it. He had to fight this guy called Ashura Doji.
He's huge.
And Oda drew him similar way to how he drew the earlier concepts to the Yonko. Anyway, after that, he reigned in the criminals, made them workers, built the town, built the castle, built the farm, built everything. Even his dad was impressed. And from the way they're talking about Oda, he has this drive to constantly expand himself and his territory, always saying stuff like, it's too cramped here. And I could totally see a guy like that wanting the borders open. Suddenly, Wano is too small for him. He wants to see the wider world. He wants everyone to experience the wider world.
And yeah, this is Zoro. Where the hell did you end up?
In what I can only call a very weird segue, we go to Zoro, who is lost. Seriously, how did he get lost? He just had to sit at the back of the damn Kumainu. Seriously. And of course, he is oblivious to his own abilities to get lost. He thinks everyone else is lost. He just had to sit still. Seriously, he just had to sit still. How?
Somehow you still got lost. How does he do it?
And to make things worse, he found a wharf, so he's going to go on a boat and get even more lost. Honestly, I would not be surprised if he ran into a calamity and defeated them. Probably. Anyway, we change scene to a certain beach in Kuri, where we come across Orochi, who is also here in Wano. So yeah, that's how Momonosuke got back into town. And funny enough, he was also telling of Lord Odin's backstory, mostly because his origin was at that very beach where he and Nekomamushi were washed up. The people were afraid of them, but Lord Odin stood up to, defend them, and yeah, they became his retainers since then.
They were so tiny, little tykes.
Next page is a double spread, but yet it seems to just be a series of montages, kind of fast-forwarding through all that storytelling. So yeah, we're missing out on a lot of detail, which Oda did that probably because he wants that to be a proper flashback, that he will draw each and every panel. I mean, let's face it, we still haven't seen what any of those characters actually look like. So yeah, probably going to save it for that. But yeah, like I said, basically, everybody loved the guy. Until Orochi didn't and did what he did. Which we still don't know what he did, just that, yeah, he had it out for the Kozuki clan. It was something seeing all the characters go through a tumult of emotions while that story was being told. I mean, Luffy was laughing, Sanji was surprised, Nami was crying at some point. So yeah, there was a lot of emotion in that story. The backstory is amazing. I'm kind of waiting for that now. But anyway, they ended up at Odin's execution and how they had to escape because now they'll be after Momonosuke. He's the only heir now. And Oda really hammered in the point that even though all these events happened 20 years ago, to Kinemon and the others, this was mere months ago. It's still really fresh in their minds. Anyway, they had to escape and their plan was to go to Odin Castle, but Nekomamushi and Orochi got caught because they were arguing, so I guess it was that fight that they carried all the way to present day, and, well, Momonosuke was there to break them up, finally, but yeah, they carried that for 20 years. What was the fight about? Probably felt that they could have done more to protect Lord Odin. Maybe they blamed each other, who knows, we'll see. Anyway, their plan to go to Odin Castle was derailed because Kaido knew about it and set the castle on fire.
Kaido was there. So yeah, confirmed.
And yeah, that confirms it. Orochi was allied with Kaido 20 years ago, and he probably helped with his overthrow of the Kozuki clan. We do get a silhouette of the other calamities, and also a much younger looking Kaido. Nice to see a hint of their design. Wonder what the full thing will look like. Anyway, the castle on fire, Momonosuke was still inside along with his younger sister Hiyori and their mom Toki.
What happened to his sister though? We haven't heard peep from her. This is in fact our first mention.
So yeah, he has a little sister, but they have never brought her up till now. And his mom, Toki, wow, is she an interesting case study. As has been theorized, she is the person that threw them into the future. She ate the time fruit, the Toki Toki no Mi. So yeah, her name literally translates as time. And even she mentions how she is from the past, so she's been using the fruit to shoot herself into the future. How many eras has she lived through? A theory that I've read is the fact that she might have been alive during the Void Century. Maybe all this shooting forward in time is why the Kozuki clan were making the poneglyphs. She could be the source of all that information, or maybe she encouraged them to, I don't know, just saying it's a theory, it's interesting, we'll see where that goes.
It's impossible for people to travel to the past. Thank you.
But one thing I am glad, and I'm sure everybody's even a sigh of relief about, is that it's impossible to travel back in time. You can only go forward in time. So yeah, that will prevent any paradoxes. That was my one fear about this whole time travel thing that Oda was introducing. Paradoxes. Many a time travel tale has become shitfest because of it. But anyway, it was theorized she is going to push them to the future, but it seems she decided to stay because this is the end of her journey or something like that. But here's the thing, she only sent 5 people. We counted 5 of the retainers, Momonosuke and his sister. So bringing up the question again, what is their fate? And also, yeah, one of the retainers is missing. We don't get a look at him, but we do see the shape of his hat. Anyway, some time back, during the Deck of the World cover story with Straw Hats having an imprint about everybody finding out, there was this mysterious figure at reverse mounting having a chat with Dr. Crocus. It seems he has a similar hat to this fella, so maybe it is him. Maybe he's been wandering around for 20 years. But anyway, Kinemon is determined to follow Lord Odin's wishes. They'll be pushing the future away, they will open up the borders and defeat Orochi.
And leaving Momonosuke in your care? What about your sister? What about his sister? What about Hiyori?
Anyway, we see when they arrived at the ruins 20 years in the future, and yeah, it's like coming into a totally different land. Nothing is familiar. And I can only imagine their heartbreak seeing how much the land has been ravaged due to Orochi's actions. The land is poisoned, the rations are controlled by a powerful, and the Kozuki name is scorned, so could they possibly find any allies? Luckily they did. It seems that prophecy that Toki left behind had a lot of purposes. One of them was to kind of just give hope to anyone who wants to rebel that, yeah, in 20 years, someone will come. And it seems some people are actually that patient. We meet a former retainer of the Shogun himself. And he mentioned how even he had doubts, so he actually searched for the remains of the red scarabs, but he couldn't find them. So this kind of confirms that the retainers are the scarabs that they are talking about. And so far we know of 7 of them. That's if Orochi and Nekomamushi are actually counted amongst them. I mean, those 2 and also the 5 retainers that were with Momonosuke at the end there. For all which are here with him, we don't know where the guy with the hat is though. So by that thinking, there might be 2 others. Just saying. But anyway, their first bit of good news. They have allies. You just need to look for them and gather them. And they all tattooed the moon on themselves, which is fitting because Kozuki actually translates as moonlight. So then, onto the preparation for war, and everybody was given their own tasks. Kiko was left for information gathering, hence why she had that book and all the info in it. While Kinemon and the others wanted to go outside to look for allies. Going outside is a crime, so yeah, they were pursued. And of course that led to them being shipwrecked, which is how they got separated from Raizo, ended up in Dressrosa, which is how Momonosuke ended up on the boat suit on Kazan, and they had to be separated from Kanjiro. And then a lot happened. This was basically a recap of everything that happened since the time skip. It honestly makes me want to take a moment and just give kudos to Oda for all the setup he has been doing just towards Wano only. I mean, when the Straw Hats is embarked at Punk Hazard, I never thought it would lead to this, and yet he skillfully wove it through, and here we are. Even leaving little bits of clues for foreshadowing. Just amazing the way Oda does stuff. Anyway, a very big, important part of preparation, they need to keep it down low and not be exposed for at least 2 weeks. Luffy already punched out the headliner, and Jack is on his way, so yeah. But maybe if they're lucky, Hawkins will actually keep his mouth shut. Maybe. Anyway, Kingdom was given a rundown of all the allies they have gathered till now, and it is an impressive lineup. But the fact that he mentioned they need ideally 5,000 people for it to actually be feasible kinda made a lot of theories about maybe the Straw Hat Fleet coming, come out. Yeah. I mean, I doubt it. I mean, 2 of the members are stuck in the reverie right now, and the others are gathered around the Grand Line. But then again, 2 weeks is a long time. A lot could happen. Anyway, the intention is not to go to war. They are planning a raid on Kaido's home base, an island called Onigashima, which is where that huge skull cloudy where constantly we see him though, where we see Kaido mostly. So that's their plan, to raid his base and defeat him. I sincerely doubt it will go that simple though. Oh yeah, we have a break next week, but let's face it, within 4 chapters, Oda's doing well. Like I said, mostly just confirming stuff we've already theorized about, but the new pieces of information are really interesting. Toki and her time ability, the theory that she might have been alive during the Void Century and just constantly throwing herself into the future. Maybe she's the one who inspired the Kozuki clan to actually carve the poneglyphs. It's all very fascinating. But a big mystery that's been bothering me, and there's been a lot of theories about it, Hiyori, Momonosuke's sister. What is her fate? Where is she? Why wasn't she thrown into the future, her and that other retainer that we still haven't seen? Then again, maybe there are limitations to the number of people you could send to the future. Maybe she sent them, but not as far. Maybe sooner. This gave rise to a lot of who is Hiyori actually. I've seen Hiyori is Tama. I've seen Hiyori is Nami. Hiyori is Kuina. Hiyori is Tagishigi. Some are ridiculous, some actually might hold water. I mean, the Tama one is a really strong contender. For one thing, Oda is drawing a lot of inspiration from the tales of Momotaro, and Momonosuke seems to be the stand-in for the main character of that story. And yet Tama is the one with the kibidango that is fed to wild animals to tame them. So maybe he split that character into 2 and then have them be siblings. Maybe. Also explain why Tengu was waiting for a certain someone in that village and is taking care of Tama. Then again, if he's supposed to be taking care of her, why is he letting her roam free like that? But all this could be found out. Maybe Hiyori is Hiyori being held captive by Orochi in his castle. Maybe. She could be in the same situation as Viola for all we know. And then again, she could still be out there. Maybe their mom couldn't send them into the future like she did with Momonosuke, and then entrusted her with the last retainer that we still haven't seen. Like I said, a lot of theories flying about. Can't wait to see how Oda handle this. And honestly, I am really interested in seeing how the backstory of Odin actually plays out. Because like I said, a lot was left out. Probably just for that. So let's just see what Oda does with it. So yeah, really heavyweight exposition, but still it was a good read. Looking forward to the next one. So yeah, that was my review. What did you guys think about this chapter? Please let me know in the comments. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more stuff. If you guys are interested, I plan to be covering a lot more manga stuff, but on my Facebook page, not on my YouTube page. I'm thinking of picking up Alita Battle Angel, the manga, probably with the whole first volume. So if you're interested, check out my Facebook page. It'll be in the description. And see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.